Hi all, it's Piotr again. After all the bad times that X-Men had, confrontation with Strife, the coming back of Magneto, and of course the Legacy virus, the time has come for something good, better for them. That is the wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix. But of course that is not the only thing that we will find in this great oversized hardcover. As you will find here, quite a lot of issues. As you can see, we have X-Men 2635, Avengers 368, 369, Avengers West Coast 101, Uncanny X-Men 307, 310, Cable 68, X-Men Unlimited 3, Uncanny X-Men Annual 18, X-Men The Wedding Album, very good stuff, I might say. What If 60, Adventure of Cyclops and Phoenix 1 to 4, and material from Marvel Valentine Special. Let's go under the dust jacket. Again, this is just almost omnibus, but Marvel did not call it that way. Here's a little bit of backstory for our lovers. So, as you know, it was quite a bad time for X-Men from the attack of Strife, Legacy virus, coming back of Magneto, Logan losing his adamantium skeleton. But it's time for something good for X-Men. The joyful time. Previously, what was going on? We have here so if someone needs to catch up, this is the whole story. And this is going on just after the Fatal Attractions oversized hardcover. So when Magneto mind was turned off by Xavier, and now 5 1/4 makes his move in Blood Ties. So this is another celebration this time of the anniversary of Avengers with crossover with X-Men. As 5 1/4 kidnap Luna, the granddaughter of Magneto, and that sets off Pietro Luna's, that is father of Luna. And Crystal, of course, mother. And it all goes down on Genosha to make it even worse, as we know how Genosha looks after last confrontations with X-Men. Avengers are supposed to stop, don't move. And of course Exodus goes inside. Remember that we are just after the Legacy virus starts, so on Genosha it's even getting worse. It looks like Exodus makes his revenge on Fabian Cortez, but who knows for how long, as with this bad guy you never know what will happen. After many years he comes back, even if he should not, as he should be dead after what was done to him by Exodus. As you can see, here is the big punishment. But he still somehow survives. So it was the big crossover. For me it was very good to read. And at long last we have the solution of who was the true son of Scott Summers and Madeline Pryor. Nathaniel or Strife. So it happens in Cable issues. Sinister, of course, goes there. And for a moment we have the return of Strife, but not in body but in mind. And it turned out that Strife was not the son, it was Cable. Strife was only the clone of. And here we have the story how in the future, far future, they cloned Nathaniel, and Nathaniel that was with technogenic virus still was saved, but the cloned his body that was cured of this technogenic virus was taken by Apocalypse. So this is the last goodbye for the Strife for a moment, of course, but not for the very far. Then we have the information that Revenge is with Legacy virus. And we have Sabretooth that, because of his tendency of killing people, and not only, he goes to Xavier. Xavier decides that he will help him stop this murdering phase, one way or another. And then we go to the good cheerful moment when there is a playtime, and of course Jean Grey have the time to decide that they will get married. They're small. There we have interaction of Jean Grey, Sabretooth. Small remains of Xavier after what he did to Magneto Mind. It's good to read that kind of stuff. How his mind was created and what was going on in his mind. Here we have Xavier telling Jean Grey that he loves her. And then we have Hellfire Club that was almost rebuilt by the son of Sebastian Shaw. As you can see here, it was going slowly with a lot of aggression, but Shinobi Shaw was not able to take the X-Men on his side. So we continue with Sabretooth in X-Men base. Then we got some of the bonus stuff in between. We have the wedding album that I was telling you it was cool to see. something to read with the showing you what's going on. The beautiful dress of Jean Grey. Executioner that is attacking the body of White Queen. She was in coma after a conversation with Fitzroy way back. And to stop him, the combined power of Cable and Cyclops are needed. And then we go to the X-Men number 30, that is the wedding. So it's fun stuff. After all those years, we have Jean Grey, Scott Summers, tying the knot. We have Wolverine that is watching Sabretooth, taking him, don't even think about it if he thinks to attack the wedding. Additional bonus stuff from wedding album. Here's what if wedding album. What if Jean Grey get together earlier, or if Jean Grey fell in love, if they never fell in love, never fall in love at all, and if there is when the Phoenix fallen for Wolverine. That is crazy stuff, but still interesting. And here we have the adventure of Cyclops and Phoenix that takes place. They were taken after on the honeymoon journey to weekend in the far future. In 4 issues, they raise their son Nathaniel in the future. So it's cool stuff to see it in this hardcover. It will be fine. Read it. And then after they came back, here we have the we have Cable promising that he will stop Apocalypse from getting to the power. And then we start something that is very interesting, that is revelations, the truth behind Psylocke, Revanche, how did they switch the bodies, who is who, at the moment when Revenge body is dying, the original body of Psylocke, we may say that way, how they came to be, how Revenge was attacking Mata. Well, otherwise maybe he was trying to kill Lord Iron. So it's all here explained. Again, we have the Legacy Beers. We have Spiral that made it all happen, thanks to her magical shop. Here is the showing how they merged the minds of them. This is the death of the Revenge. The body of Revenge is dead. And Psylocke got all the memories. What exactly happened. Her powers are back with her. Yorn is dead, of course. And then we start something that was very long not known. What is the connection between Sabretooth and Gambit? It took a couple of issues. It always must be with Sabretooth and Sinister. It's all connected, but how? We will need to wait until Uncanny X-Men 350 to know exactly what was going on. Here we have some additional stuff, and we have the prelude, maybe not the prelude, is what is coming on, and that is the Phalanx Covenant. Valentine special issue with Jen and Scott. Here we have anniversary experience between X-Men Avengers. Good to have that kind of bonus stuff to see plans of Marvel and description of what is going on. It will be always pleasure to get back to Nicola Miller, creator of A Wedding Dress of Jen. It will be always great to get back to that album. And it's almost the end of period that I really love. Additional cards. Quite a lot of them, as you can see. Introduction for boot ties. Covers. Great cover here. So what can I say about this oversized hardcover? It's for sure that it's a time that I like for the X-Men and Avengers, of course. It solves quite a lot of problems, questions that we had regarding Psylocke Revanche, for example, who was the child of Madeline Pryor and Scott Summers. The coming of Sabretooth to the Xavier Institute. So emotionally, it's a great story, and like if you like to read the X-Men storylines, it's something that you will enjoy just like me. I'm not sure if it's still possible to get this oversized hardcover, if it's still available, but if you can find it, it will be great for you to finally read what's going on and how it all happened. Next time, Phalanx Covenant.